Right now, I am doing all those things that I wasn't supposed to do. When I chose to step out of it, I made a lot of people, my people, less proud of me. And I'm grateful to Princess Fiona for not ending her life. Princess Fiona really wanted to just herself. You need to make only 3 people proud of in your life. And when you start doing that, your life is gonna change on multiple levels. One, the growth that runs after you is fucking insane. It's beyond that you could ever imagine. The biggest goal that you have right now is gonna look tiny in front of the growth that you will be experiencing. Second, I mean, what are you doing this for? To feel that satisfaction and to feel that aliveness in your life, like, fuck yes, I am the creator of my life and everything I choose, it happens and it's just flowing and it's so much fun, it's joyous. That feeling is gonna become your normal when you make these 3 people proud of yourself. Number 1, it is your past self. As cliche as it may sound, what are you doing this for? Who brought you till the point that you are in life right now? It is all the things that your past self gave up. It is all the things that your past self went through to gain your learnings. It's time to give back to your past self. The trauma that you've gone through, the horrible nights of crying that you have gone through. What is all of that for? For you to waste today on fucking stupid opinions that sometimes your mind has, sometimes other people have of you? Is that what your past self cried for? Is that what your past self strived for? Moreover, even if you worked hard for so many things that you are not using in your life right now, that's what you think, but that's not true. It's all in your system, literally ready for you to use it. Connect with your past self, please. Thank your past self every day. Thank your younger self, man. Your younger self has been in situations when you were aged 4, 10, 15, when you didn't know how to figure stuff out. You were alone in so many situations. And now that you have the wisdom, don't you want to use it so that you tell your past self, thank you, babe, or thank you, mister, or whatever you address your past self as. Actually, do make a name for your past self right now, a very honoring one. I generally call myself babe. I'm gonna make one word for my past self right now. What do we call? What do we? Mayank, do you have any idea on what do I call my past self? Princess Fiona. I don't know why that name used to keep coming to me. But okay, for now I'm calling myself, my past self, Princess Fiona. Because Princess Fiona looked like, oh, she's always so happy and she can go through any shit in life with a smile on her face. But Princess Fiona fucking endured so much pain, abuse, trauma and whatnot. And me today, Yuvika today, is a fucking product of her keep going on and on and on. And I'm grateful to Princess Fiona for not ending her life. Princess Fiona really wanted to just herself end the life because it was too much, but she did not, because Princess Fiona had some light within her that she kept believing in back of the mind, even if that belief was 0.0001%. Thank you, Princess Fiona, for just keep going on in life. And I today, Yuvika, I'm gonna make sure every sacrifice that you made, every tear that you dropped, it is fucking capitalized. And I'm not only talking about capitalize in terms of just cash. Cash, fuck yes. I'm earning this money for Princess Fiona. She had dreams that I now get to fulfill for her. So first person that you are making proud of is your past self. Yeah? Actually open your journal and write stuff down. Just give thanks and gratitude to everything that your past self has done. Make a video talking head, like make a video for yourself speaking to your past self, and now promise things to your past self. Because you went through so much, now I'm upskilling myself and I'm making my dream business. I'm making sure that I live the kind of lifestyle that you always dreamt of. This is what I'm giving to you. Literally say it out loud. Yeah? Take space for your past self. Make commitments to your past self. Make your past self proud of yourself. Second person that you have to make proud of yourself is your future self. Your future self is not sitting idle, just like filing their nails and just chilling. They are literally looking at you that, yo, step up, this is the right opportunity. You have so many possibilities around yourself right now which can lead your present self to your future self, and your future self is just sitting and wondering, why is she overthinking about such small things, stupid opinions other people have of her? Why is she wasting her time scrolling on her phone when I'm sitting right here and she's just not acknowledging me? She's just not committing herself to me. That is you as well. Whatever you desire, your future self, your dream self, you got to make that version of you proud of yourself. How do you do that? Show up. Show up for that future self. Not these useless things that you've made big in your mind. What if, I put some video out there and I get a comment saying that you're not too qualified to say this, oh, you're not too pretty, all these opinions. These are so useless in front of your future self, right? You are unconsciously trying to make those people proud who don't give a fuck. Your future self gives a fuck about you. Yeah, that's why I've started saying yeah after my retreat, because man, it was Buddha, right, who used to say yeah.
Everyone says yeah in Bali.
Yeah, so everyone says yeah in Bali. I spent a lot of time with Buddha, who is a beautiful, amazing human being, and also a yoga teacher and a beautiful creative person in
The podcast coming.
and we are also posting a podcast very soon with him. He is a divine being who's also very smart, and I don't think there's anybody there's a better example than him who is connected with his future self. Although he is working in the environment that he is working in, making the money that he is making, but he is aware that universe is 100% going to give me the abundance that I desire and I deserve. So I felt like I've started randomly talking about Buddha, but not at all. He is the perfect example of how you can be committed to making your future self proud, man. Nothing else matters. Nobody else matters. Third person that you want to make proud of yourself is a little controversial. You know why? Because I've kind of spoken against it in the past, and I'm still kind of against it, but I'm putting this in a different context. Third person that you want to make proud of yourself is your parents. Ha ha ha! There's a difference in how we were taught on how to make our parents proud of ourselves and the liberated way of making your parents proud of yourself. Two different things. The first one is an unconscious pattern that was literally seeded in our brain. Do this so that your father is happy. Do that so that one day your grandfather says, very good, what gift do you want? You should be like your father, just 1%. If you're just 1% like your father, you will succeed in life. What that did in the process was, it told you that your personality, your likes, dislikes, strengths and weaknesses are not that relevant. But you should mirror your parents so that they know that you are on the safe track of life and they feel proud of you because they see themselves in you. So in a way, our parents try to feel fulfilled by trying to see themselves in us. So that's why they didn't know that is what they were doing, but in the process, they kind of taught you to dilute your own true self so that you are putting on their personalities. And in this case, you become a mixed, weird soup in the end, which has different mixtures, but you can't really taste one flavor, right? That's why so many of the people are walking on the planet just like there's no, like spark coming out. There's no color coming out. There's no shade to them. There's no depth to them because they've just learned to mirror their parents, the good, bad and ugly. Sometimes people have this reaction, I don't want to be like my parents. I will never be like my parents, especially when it comes to parenting, especially when it comes to living my life. I will live my life my own way, but unconsciously you've been mirroring them even when you are against them, right? So we're not at all talking about that kind of making them proud. The one that I am talking about is more on a soul level. And in a way, it is out of your control. So what do I mean? Right now, I am doing all those things that I wasn't supposed to do. I'm a chartered accountant. The only chartered accountancy thing I do is call my chartered accountant. That's all. And I understand some things. I understand a lot of things about chartered accountancy and business, tax, accounting, but I do not get into all of that too much in my business because I have people to do that, right? I wasn't supposed to be living a global life. I wasn't supposed to be mentoring people on their mindset, on their business. I wasn't supposed to be doing these global retreats. I wasn't supposed to be giving these global talks. I wasn't supposed to be networking with people in Bali, Australia, getting on these calls internationally. My path was very different, which was more linear, right? Join father's company, lead this department or that department, or join an MNC. And when I chose to step out of it, I made a lot of people, my people, less proud of me. Even if they said it or not, even if they realized it or not, but it was like, I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but it's fine. Like, you do your own thing. And sometimes I would get that reaction back. What the fuck are you doing? In that process, I learned to not get attached to making your parents proud of yourself. And when I was detaching myself from making my parents proud of myself, and I started following my heart, that's exactly when everybody came around and they were like, wow, we didn't know that we could change paths like that. We didn't know we could create so much on a global platform just alone by yourself. We didn't know we could have a solid team like this. We didn't know we could everything that I've created, right? That's a different kind of making them proud. That's like when you expand your life, your mindset, your environment is like, fuck, this is also possible. This is also normal. So they feel that sense of expansion within themselves, and their ability to dream goes up and high. And then they're like, we're so proud of you. What they're actually proud of is that new version that got lit up in them, and they're feeling like, wow, I can also do more. They get to know new things, new strengths, new dreams and visions in their own self, and they project it on you by saying, I'm proud of you. So keeping the earlier detachment in flow, you're still not getting attached to making your parents proud, because when you do that, you are again stepping away from your own true self, and you're getting all mixed up in other people's perception of you. Never do that, because when you get mixed up in other people's perception of you, you get distanced from making your future self and your past self proud, right? So in this one, I hope you're getting it. I know, like, I'm taking you through circles for a reason. In this one, when you're really owning your true self, eventually, at other people's timing, not yours, people are going to start saying this to you, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for listening to your heart, and not me when I tried to stop you then. You are going to hear those statements, and maybe you've already started to hear them, right? So this is something a bit out of your control. You can't aim for that. In fact, do not even aim for that. It's more like a byproduct of the first and the second thing, yeah. Like making your future self and past self proud of yourself. But naturally, people around you are gonna start saying that I actually feel inspired by you. I actually feel so much energy when I speak to you. And great, celebrate that. Receive their love, receive their pride as if it's a wind blowing through you. Do not attach your self-image, aka the other side of self-image is ego, to the pride other people are showering on you. So anybody except for these three people should be extremely irrelevant to you, because there are 7 billion people on this planet. And if you're hyper focusing on some people saying extremely amazing things about you and some people saying horrible things about you, you have put yourself in a tiny, tiny, tiny cage with those few people. Whereas the planet is fucking expansive. So if you have any questions, write down in the comments what is that one thing that you're doing for your past self and one thing that you're doing for your future self that is going to make them feel proud of who you are today. This is Yuvika, your mindset shifting coach in Bali right now. I don't know where I'm going to be in my next video, but I'm going to see you super soon. Love you. Bye.